Good news, good news. Harris is telling her advisors, Kamala Harris is telling her advisors and allies that she is keeping her political options open.
Kamala Harris runs in 2028. Will you vote for her? I know I am. I am voting for the queen.
Kamala, what is this? Because to me it clearly looks like, a circle jerk. You're telling me that nobody on your team saw that?
Personally, I feel like a woman is just too emotional to be the president of the United States. That's why I voted for Donald Trump.
The question on the table is if Kamala Harris is truly coming back in 2028, are American people going to vote her? Ladies and gentlemen, Kamala made her announcement that she is going to be running for presidency in 2028, and a lot of mixed feelings. We've gotten some few people that are saying, well, we made a very good choice with Trump because a woman gotta be in her feelings 24/7. But some people are actually coming out to say, did you learn your lesson? Did you guys see what Maga can do to you? Did y'all see what the Reds can do to you? Okay. Are you ready to undo your mistakes with Kamala? But I just want to know from you guys, Kamala Harris is coming back in 2028. Do you think she is going to win the presidency? And just in general, what do you think about it? See, since we have been seeing these massive MAGA regrets, people are calling themselves out for doing bad decisions. Oh, the Mexicans and Latinos are crying. We hope we listened to Black people. Joe Biden was doing better for us. Do y'all think Kamala Harris is going to win the elections when she comes back in 2028?
I think in 2028, Kamala Harris should run for president again. I think she'll win.
I am Kamala Harris, and I am proud to announce that I am running for President of the United States.
If she's president, I believe that Israel will not exist within 2 years from now. And I've been pretty good at predictions, and I hope I'm wrong about that one. She hates Israel. At the same time, in her own way, she hates the Arab population.
So Kamala Harris, aka Queen Cackles, will officially be putting her bid in for the 2028 presidential election, which means more salad for all. That's right. Now, as she's announced this news, she has also been putting out some collateral as far as her campaign goes, right? She's actually got a new logo as well as a new phrasing. So her new statement, her mission piece, with DJT, he had Making America Great Again. What did Kamala have? What did she have? Last time around, nothing really stuck. This time around, she's ready. Kamala Harris for the people. Now, if you just take a quick look at the logo that she and her team have decided to go with, right there, like, I'll be surprised if they even let this video stay up, because if you're seeing what I'm seeing, unless I just got a sick mind, maybe I got something a little off with me, but like, are y'all seeing it? Really? I mean, she is not beating the knee pad allegations with this one.
This is amazing news to wake up to and report in a brand new home. So Kamala Harris is opting out of the governor race for California, okay? So she can fully focus on a presidential campaign coming in 2028. What do you guys think about that? I am so stoked. I am so happy. We do not want Trump. We never wanted Trump, period.
Here are the current betting favorites for who will become the 2028 Democratic presidential candidate. Coming in at number 8, we have ESPN legend Stephen A. Smith with a 5% chance of being the next Democratic candidate, which he has recently said that he does have interest in doing so. Coming in at number 7, we have Wes Moore, who is the governor of Maryland, and he's actually relatively popular. He won with 64% of the vote in the previous election, and he has a 6% chance of being the next candidate. Coming in at number 6, we have Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, otherwise known as AOC. She also has a 6% chance of being the next candidate, which is actually surprising. I thought she'd be higher up on the list. She's actually recently made headlines campaigning with Bernie Sanders, and they've been actually filling out some extremely large crowds. So this is actually good value because I'm thinking that that percentage could actually go up in the near future. Coming in at number 5, we have Gretchen Whitmer, who is the governor of Michigan. Now, she also has a 6% chance of being the next candidate. Now, she only won her previous election with 54% of the vote, but that is an improvement from the previous election she was in, which she only won with 52% of the vote. And Michigan is a battleground state, so you're not going to get like a 65% plus unless you're extremely popular. But this one is kind of surprising, especially putting her ahead of AOC. Coming in at number 4, we have Kamala Harris, also with a 6% chance to be the next nominee. She is the last person with a 6% chance, I swear. It kind of makes sense that she's going to be on this list. She was the nominee in the last election, so it makes sense that she's in the mix here. Coming in at number 3, we have Pete Buttigieg with a 7% chance of being the next nominee. He was a candidate in the 2020 election. He was the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, and he was the former Secretary of Transportation. Very well-liked guy in the Democratic Party, has a great shot being the next nominee. Next, we have Josh Shapiro, who's the current governor of Pennsylvania, and he has an 11% chance of being the next nominee. Now, many people say that Kamala Harris should have picked him as her running mate in the 2024 election, and he very well might have been the current vice president. Coming in at number 1, we have Gavin Newsom, who's the current governor of California with a 16% chance of being the next nominee. Now, he's lately made some rounds, starting his own podcast and kind of breaking away from that far left ideology and trying to win over the middle ground of America. Many people say that's the start of his 2028 campaign, which is why it lands him at the number 1 spot, most likely to be the next Democratic nominee for president.
So Kamala would have done exactly this? She would have done exactly what Trump is doing now?
Anyways, you guys, good news. Good news. Harris is telling her advisors, Kamala Harris is telling her advisors and allies that she is keeping her political options open. She's been instructing people that it's possible that she may run in 2028, which means we are going to be so back on the genealogy series, or she even may run for governor in her home state of California. I think that's more likely. I think they will probably recognize, the DNC, that she just can't put together a sentence, and it was a bit ambitious for her to run nationally, but they might be able to, in a state that has forever mail-in ballots, make something happen for her while they push who is likely to be Gavin Newsom to the forefront for 2028. That's my prediction. Anyways, she has taken apparently repeated phone calls telling people that she intends to stay in the fight. She's expected to explore other possible paths forward with family members over the winter holiday season, according to people that are in her inner circle. And they said, quote, she doesn't have to decide if she wants to run for something again in the next 6 months. The natural thing to do would be to set up some type of entity that would give her the opportunity to travel and give speeches and preserve her political relationships. There will be a desire to hear her voice, and there won't be a vacuum for long, a person close to Harris said. Kamala, we look forward to it. As I said, I potentially regret standing against you because I do miss you. I miss your word salads. I miss covering you. I miss our genealogy series. It was exciting to get your father's birth certificate.
I need leftists to understand that when people are saying that life would be better under Kamala, we're not saying that all of our issues would have suddenly disappeared. We're saying that the issues we're currently facing that are directly linked to Trump's presidency, we would not be facing. That is what we're saying. Nobody is saying that life would just be perfect and we would just be in La La Land. Nobody is saying that. And you know nobody's saying that. You just don't want to admit that you're wrong. That's what that is. The fact of the matter is, Kamala would not have spent her first few months in office rolling back laws, setting us back decades, attacking higher education, attacking education in general. She would not have militarized streets of LA. She would not have sent ICE out here to just kidnap anybody, US citizen or not. You're getting snatched up if they catch you. We wouldn't be seeing that.